What is up YouTube, Scarido here, and welcome to another reaction video. So today we are doing a late night online horror story animated by Thriller Teller. So we haven't actually done anything from Thriller Teller in quite a long time, so I thought that now would be a good time to get into a bit of an animated horror story. So let's begin. Always love the music for this. This link will disappear in 60 seconds. Okay, so that's the name of the story. Okay, it was written by Grotesque Penguin, okay. Loving the ambience.
It was 2:25 a.m. I sat at my laptop aimlessly, scrolling, as the minutes dragged by.
We've all been there.
Only 3 more hours left until I needed to start getting ready for a long day of work.
Yeah, also been there.
I leaned back in my chair and cracked my neck. As I heard the tension being released, I contemplated crawling into my bed and
Probably a
calling it
good
a
time.
night. But my overstimulated brain was still rushing after several hours of scrolling through endless tweets, half-reading Reddit posts, and hitting the next recommended video on YouTube.
Self-promotion via your own video.
I found myself
Okay.
in the deadly cycle of switching between the home page and the inbox page on Facebook. I reached across the table and took a long swig of my now flat Pepsi, then lurched as I felt a trickle running down my chin and onto my exposed keyboard. Quickly using the sleeve of my hoodie, I frantically wiped off the keys that the sugary liquid splashed onto. I really need to stop snacking at my computer, I thought to myself as I observed the many crumbs scattered.
Yeah, we've all been there as well.
Don't judge me. I'm sure you have done it too. After
Ooh,
looking over
fourth
my
wall breaking,
somewhat cleaner
okay.
keyboard with satisfaction, I looked back onto the screen. A massive jumble of letters were strewn across the Google search bar as a result of my late-night keyboard scrubbing session. I briefly considered Googling my own name for the 3rd time that night, but then decided that those 3 hours of sleep might be just enough to get me through my next 8-hour shift.
3 hours will not be enough.
As I was about to stand up, a small square suddenly appeared in the corner of my screen. It was plain white with a red frame.
Okay, when it comes to things like that, you do not click the link, regardless.
This link will disappear in 60 seconds.
Yeah, that is a scam waiting to happen.
The timer began counting down from 60 to 59 to 58. Nice try. Probably some low-budget website or internet scam trying to trick me into taking their surveys or giving out my credit card information so that I can win that free new iPad. The numbers counted down from 40 to 39 to 38. As the numbers counted down, my curiosity of where that link will take me began to grow.
It shouldn't. It's gonna be a problem.
I hovered the mouse over the box, then stopped myself. What if clicking this link would install some virus onto my computer?
Yeah, so don't click it. Okay, this
I
is
reached for the top of my screen
Good.
and began to close it. What if it was
Don't
the
what if.
FBI trying to bait me into clicking a link to an illegal website?
Yeah, that's what you should be thinking. Don't click any links like that.
Just as the screen was about to meet my keyboard, I stopped.
Oh, that's a bad move.
What if it really was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity?
It wouldn't
and
be.
by clicking this link, I would get the chance to view something no one has ever seen before.
Well, they wouldn't do it like that, I can tell you
The thought
that.
of never knowing where that link would take me is going to drive me crazy. And I could surely see myself losing sleep over it.
That was a bad move to be clicking those other
I slowly
links.
lifted my laptop screen again and saw the numbers count down from 5 to 4 to 3 and clicked the link just as the timer reached 1.
Bad move.
A new
Really
tab
bad
appeared
move.
on my screen as what looked like a video began buffering.
Okay, you've just allowed demons and God knows what else into your room, I'm guessing. Yep, but just look underneath your bed. You just literally clicked a link to let a demon into your room. Oh boy. That's not good. Okay. Oh, that's really not good.
I blinked in confusion, as all I saw was a very dark video feed with a blinking red dot in the corner of the screen next to the words live. I stared at it for a few seconds, trying to make out what exactly I was supposed to be looking at. It appeared to be the shape of someone's silhouette. Did the link bring me to a live stream chat with some random person?
Thing is,
Hello?
something...
Hello?
Yeah. Something like that, you would literally look around your room. I mean, come on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? The person on the other end of the stream just sat there as I heard my voice echo from my computer speakers. It kind of sounded like when you're on the phone with someone and they have their volume turned up so you can hear your voice repeating while you're talking to them. I sat there for a full minute, not saying anything, waiting for the person in the live stream to respond, or move, or do pretty much anything. They just sat there the whole time, barely moving.
I can already tell this is actually going to be
From
her.
the corner of the screen, I saw another figure standing in the background.
Well, it took you long enough to realise there's somebody else in the room. Yeah, I mean, come on. You'd be looking around at that point.
At first, the second figure just stood there, unmoving, then began to sway back and forth. The figure behind no longer seemed human. Its movement was just too strange and unnatural.
When you say that,
This
that looks pretty
continued
normal
for
to me.
another minute. Then it stopped and went rigid. Its head began to twitch to the side every so often, becoming faster and more rapid.
Okay.
The other figure just sat there motionless, as if unaware of what's going on behind it. I then shifted my gaze to the figure behind as it began to slowly walk closer.
I mean,
closer
you would have already looked
to
around
the
at that
person
point. I mean,
sitting closest to the screen, who still to this moment just sat there, motionless, just staring at the screen.
I mean, yeah, this is certainly creepy, that's for sure, but anyone with common sense would have looked around by now to see if there was someone or something around. Oh, okay.
My heart began to race. Why don't they notice what's going on?
Because it's literally right behind you.
Are they drugged? Is this some kind of prank? Or some sick film being streamed on the dark web by some psychopath? I
No,
wanted to yell
just
out
you.
to that person, warning them of the figure standing dangerously close to them, whose movement was no doubt not human. God, I wish that the image was more clear.
I can already tell what the twist is going to be.
Just when I thought it was about to be all over, the twitching figure stopped. Then slowly, it began to crouch down off camera.
That is not a good sign.
And I could no longer see it from behind the seated figure in front of the screen. After my heart began to slow down, I leaned in closer to the screen to try to get a better view of the mysterious figure in front of me. Then, to my surprise, the seated figure leaned in as well.
That is when you know it was you on the other side. That's going to be what the twist is, I can guarantee it. Yep, does he? Is that the same thing? So it's definitely her. That's going to be the plot twist, I know it. It's going to be her.
This guy's mimicking me? I then noticed a small light at the top of my computer monitor.
Now it's starting to sink
Steady
in.
green light. It was then I noticed that my camera lens was extremely dusty. It's a wonder that the figure on the other end could not even see me. I reached my sleeve up and gently wiped the dust off the monitor camera.
And it's going to be her.
The
You can
second my
tell.
gaze returned to my screen, I felt my heart
Yep.
begin to race. The figure I've been staring at
Was
this
you?
whole time was me.
Yeah, there we go.
This whole live stream was not a two-way video chat. It was just a recording of me sitting in front of my laptop. Then just like that, the image disappeared from the screen.
Yeah, that's when you realize you're done goofed.
My mind raced as everything began to settle in. If this was a recording of me, that means that the figure behind was a recording as well. I made two mistakes that night. The first was clicking that link, and the second was looking under my table.
And there it is. Yep. Yep. And the moral of the story is don't click on suspicious links. Because either you're going to be spammed, or should I say scammed, or spammed, or you're going to allow a demonic entity
Hi
come in.
everyone, I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you again with another creepy story. Until then, bye!
So yeah, that was Late Night Online Horror Story Animated by Daily Dose, not even Daily Dose, by Thriller Teller. And I will see you in the next one.